Welcome to the CP Podcast, man.
Yeah.
Y'all know what it is, man. On this podcast, we talk about everything that nobody want to talk about, but everybody want to motherfucking hear about. And you know what it is. I always got my intelligent, amazing, beautiful, informational, I don't even want to call it a sidekick. This is my partner in crime, Maye, on the scene. And then, you know, we have our Zordon, the pilot to the ship. Like, God damn it, man, give us 17 more knots. Amir on the boards. And then, you know, sometimes, you know, like I told y'all, you know, I'm going to give y'all a special guest every now and then. You know what I'm saying? This is my motherfucking podcast. Yeah. If the guest ain't special, then they're not finna be on here. That's just what it is. And it's one of my favorite motherfucking comedians, man. I don't even remember, I met this nigga over a plate of his mac and cheese. That's how I met this nigga. Remember, you was...
At the barbecue.
Yeah.
Damn show.
This nigga said, I'm like, who made the mac and cheese? He was like, I did. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck? You don't look like you can cook, but then you do look like you can cook.
You do so.
You like you boil a lot of shit. That's the kind of face you got.
Yeah, they say
You like you boil a lot of shit. You could boil them potatoes. You could boil them ribs. You ever had some boiled ribs?
No, why would you do that to a rib?
Because you want to cut down the time on the grill, so
Nah,
you know what I'm
cheating.
saying?
That's cheating.
I never did that.
You cooked that meat with fire until that meat
Hey
is done.
man, I never did that. Don't nod. I mean, I'm just saying it's an old southern, when you have like people have in restaurants, they're brining them ribs in like a hot kind of like
hot brine?
Yeah.
Those are facts.
That is
They doing they doing 200 slabs a day. Blaq Ron, I'm sorry. It ain't enough hours in a
when
day.
You go to like Chili's and shit, like they boil their ribs there.
No, I'm
because
talking about like your favorite smokehouse. They got a way where them ribs is prepped before they getting straight to that fire.
Cheating, like, and that's
Ain't
why
nobody
the ribs
cheating,
don't taste
man.
like your uncle made
Shit, that line be out the door. That line be out the door. You know it.
Because niggas are lazy.
If a nigga tell you they boiled a rib, you'd be like,
Bet that line will shorten up.
let me get it anyway.
Yeah. I didn't need to know that.
Give me bite.
That was none of my business. Let me get two slabs.
I ain't gonna argue with you.
Like what if they told you your hamburger patty was like half fried
That's
when it
different.
came to the restaurant?
I don't want that one.
Like the patties come out the box half fried.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. That'd be all right. Cause they half to cook the motherfuckers anyway. So now the half you didn't cook, it's finna get cooked. You know what I'm saying?
Now at least my burger done.
Now at least my
all the way
motherfucking
through.
burger done. God damn it. Like, you ain't finna turn my nose up to fast food. I understand what it is. It's fast.
Yeah, but it ain't food. Like it's not as food as food that take a long
But
time.
you ever notice why that's why they don't call it food fast? They call it fast food
food,
because
yeah.
it is food because it's edible, but it's a certain kind of.
It's the fast
Yeah,
kind.
it's the fast kind. Every
Yeah.
chicken nugget is either shaped like a boot or an ear.
Yeah, because them is what they using.
Yeah,
The
it's
feet and
a
the
mold.
ear, yeah.
Punch is cutting out boots and nuggets.
I want to know who was the first company to make nuggets, and that the reason why they all boot and ear shaped now is because it had to been a group of sisters that was in there handballing them damn nuggets, and it had.
Well, you know what? It's funny you brought this up, Blaq Ron, because I'm sick of this. How come a lot of things are shaped like dicks when dicks came out first?
Wow,
Like, they had a choice how to make the microphone.
they did.
They had a choice how to make the hot dog. The hot dog being of more vagina shape could have held the mustard, could have held the toppings.
But to that
Corn
point, what if you get a
Coochie
really,
dog, you
What
know
if
what
you
I'm
get a
saying?
really deep hot dog and you don't know how much mustard it can hold? Like
I'm not-
some of them are two squeeze, some of them like 3 squeeze. Like what if you bite into it thinking it's a 3 squeeze hot dog and that's a 1 squeeze? Now mustard go everywhere.
Look at how exciting that is, though.
It is.
Look at how exciting that is.
Oh,
What?
it's a squirter.
Yeah.
Now I gotta go back to
Oh,
work.
everybody, the barbecue was lit.
It's
You know what I'm saying?
At this moment.
Where the kids at? We got 17 coochies on the grill.
Also, a coochie shaped microphone will cover up your whole face.
It should.
I'm so tired of being alone. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Like
Hey, but
normally-
hold on. But if it's all we knew, it'd be all we knew though.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
you know, you
Right.
speaking it as in, you know,
shit.
like, right. But if it's
Right.
all we knew,
Why
that's all
wasn't
we
the
knew.
First idea of coochie
Yeah.
shape.
Why is popsicles everything?
We've been conditioned to accept
Man, come on,
phallic shaped
man.
objects
Yeah.
as the norm.
It's no coochie shaped foods. Oranges, but you got to
Well,
get
like,
it there.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
all your fruits.
You
that
got to
bust
get it there,
down
right?
the
But see,
middle.
that's everything that the Mother Nature giving us.
Right.
All this
normal.
man-made shit is really all the dick
It's
shit.
all dick shit.
Dumplings.
You right. And
Yeah.
if they got the soup in them, that is very
Yeah.
much so coochie resembling.
Yeah, macaroons. Macaroons.
What is them little joints with the little jelly in the middle? like the little, they come from like Noors or like Pepperidge Farm. They got like the little apricot jam, the raspberry jam. It's like a little shortbread cookie with the jelly in the middle.
Wait, the nigga say jam like a homeless nigga. Well, you know, I like jam.
Got a jam.
Jam, strawberry jam. This right here? Okay, these look like some little fleshlights.
Raspberry bow ties.
Yeah, you know what I'm
like
saying?
Shark Week.
I fuck a raspberry bow tie. You know what I'm saying? Like in a jam. Ooh, jam.
Oh, jam.
In a jam. But
What's your favorite off the beaten path cookie? Like not a chocolate chip, not a macadamia.
First of
like
all,
off the beaten
let me tell you a little something about Lorna Doones.
Come on, Lorna.
Oh man,
What you know about Miss
Oh,
Doone?
jam, nigga, Lorna Doone, dog.
Lorna Doone tastes like
Lorna
an old white lady.
Lorna
macaroni.
Doone is not even a cookie. First of all, shout out to Lorna Doone being a biscuit.
It's a shortbread biscuit.
It's a shortbread biscuit.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? It get cookie respect because you know what I'm saying. You know, Lorna Doone is like a power forward that can play all
And you
five
can't
positions.
say just the first name. Like you gotta say Lorna Doone.
I'm gonna tell you,
gotta
Lorna
call her by
Doone.
her whole name.
Lorna Doone is the LeBron of the cookie hybrid biscuit. Now I'm gonna tell you who the Giannis is.
The Chessman.
The fucking nigga, you a real nigga.
No.
The Chessman come
I'm finna fuck
come through
you up,
square,
though.
rigid. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Banana pudding. You know what I'm saying? Oh man,
Oh,
yeah.
but you know who the Ja Morant of them young light skinned cookies?
Who?
That Biscoff, that Lotus, the airplane cookie.
Oh man.
Say, man.
Talk about it. Talk
say,
about it.
Say that
You
is
ain't
one
gotta
of the
eat-
best things
Hey.
they have ever baked.
I'm gonna tell you, they get him to the whole plane.
Yes.
That ain't,
First
that ain't no first class.
last
They get into the
class,
whole plane. Yeah.
crew.
Because without them, it'd be a lot
That's
of
a long
bullshit. You know how
flight.
many? It was supposed to be 6 flights on 9/11. 2 of them had Biscoffs. And everybody calmed the
man,
fuck
They was
down.
like, you know what?
Yeah.
I was finna wreck this bitch.
Yeah, you know what?
Lucky you
Was
gave me them
good.
extra cookies.
And they had a cool ass black stewardess who was like, "Hey, y'all want some extra
Hey,
Biscoffs?"
I got some
They were like, "You know
extra.
what? Put the knives away."
So you've heard of peanut butter. You've heard of almond butter.
Mm-hmm.
Biscoff,
Biscoff has
makes
some butter.
shit called cookie butter. G.
butter,
And
yeah.
you can get it in smooth
Yeah.
and in crunchy.
There you go.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie to you. People think that they coming for peanut butter with this, but they not. They coming for coochie with this.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh
Yes,
yeah,
that
yeah,
is
yeah.
meant to be
they
eaten
trying
off
to,
of
they,
another
they
adult.
trying to,
That
they
is
trying
what
to
that is for.
listen here.
Say
You understand
cookie,
me?
But it mean coochie.
Yeah, that is for inside of butt
yeah.
cheek. That
I'ma
go
tell you,
right
I'ma
with
tell
booty.
you. I'm gonna tell you right now. You know what I'm saying? If Sherman Clunk was to get his hands on some shit like this,
Say,
oh
I'm trying
man,
to tell
well
you.
yeah.
No
Listen,
more buddy.
He be on
listen.
600-pound life.
Yeah.
To anybody watching this,
Buddy
program,
Love would be fat.
Buddy gone.
any adult area that you need to put in your mouth that you might feel is not that tasty, you rub a dollop or maybe a dab of that cookie butter across it, and see won't it become a delicacy.
Want
The
the
kids
Lord
in the
come
family
with
who
that.
got a peanut butter or a peanut allergy, this is an excellent,
Yes,
like you know,
way
like,
better than sun butter.
Yeah, yeah.
Sun butter tastes like you can't have regular shit.
I don't know. Yeah, no, that's for
That's the one they make out of sunflower seeds.
Sun
For the
butter.
kids that are allergic to peanuts and shit, they
Yeah.
make the sun butter. It tastes like you can't have peanut butter.
for real.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, y'all. Usually, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Usually, I don't know the topic that we talk about, right? Because,
Weed.
well, no, not even just weed, but because I like for Maya to kind of surprise me so that I can give a natural response. You know what I'm saying? My audience wants
Nigga,
me
is
to
that
be
an
as
Air
honest.
Max made out of Legos on your shirt?
Yeah, and then look, I got the
Boy, and then you got the Air Max to go, oh, come on, you old successful ass
He's
nigga.
so creative.
That's hard.
Yeah.
And see, like, CP is the right amount of Negro nerd to pull off a shirt like that, bro. Like, cause
yeah.
that's hard.
Anyway, but this week, man, so much crazy shit has happened that I hit up Maya like, hey, listen, I know you usually surprise me, but I want to talk about these fucking immediately.
Okay.
And I'm gonna just give y'all 2 topics off top, and then we're gonna just go right into them. And I want you to lead us in with the facts. But I'm gonna tell you what I've heard. Number 1, they found a forest 639 feet down in the ground. A forest
In a sinkhole.
Wait,
in a sinkhole.
in a sinkhole. First of all,
that has been untouched, my nigga, for they don't even know how long.
Boy, I don't know what kind
they
of
just
mosquito.
discovered.
Just discovered it
So how is it a sinkhole then? Why isn't that a valley?
It's 3 caves.
because
actually.
how it just
It just drops off.
hold on,
into the
and then
abyss.
and then of course the other one. And this is the one we're gonna talk about first, but then the other one all the new UFO talks that they're talking about now. Everybody's releasing all this UFO
Right,
information.
like out of nowhere.
And so we about to get the facts on that and really get into what the fuck going on. But
Let's
first,
get into it.
hell yeah. So,
Wow.
okay, China. A giant sinkhole. There's a hidden forest with ancient trees growing at its floor. Now, first of all, let's talk about this. What they teach us is that, look at this shit. Look.
Is that an artist rendering or is that
No,
the
that's
real
a
photo?
picture.
That's a picture.
Nigga, so it's a cavern
Yeah.
with trees that are how tall on the inside?
They say this one's 130 feet, I believe.
God.
Wow. So you fall through a hole 430 feet down, you hit the top of a tree.
Hey, but guess but guess what though? Remember that show Land Before Time used to come
Right.
on,
And that's exactly what happened
and
to
they
that
fell
family.
down into that family, and it was down there with ancient, like dinosaurs and all kind of stuff that they was running from because it was Middle Earth. That
Wait,
show,
what's the word?
Hollow Earth.
Primeval? Is that the right word? Primordial or primeval?
I believe it's Prime Evil.
Because if it's medieval, then it's primeval.
Prime
Nah,
Evil, think
but
it's
I want to say
before.
like the Prime is indicative of like pre-medieval.
Because it was a video game that you had to go fight. It was like Tekken, but you had like dinosaurs and shit. It was called
Primeval.
Primeval.
Oh,
that game?
Yeah.
Pick the little humans up.
Yeah.
Yep, I do remember that. But yeah, like this is like, this anybody who knows me and knows one of my top 5 conspiracies is Hollow Earth theory.
So you believe there's a hollow earth?
I mean, look at this shit. Think about this. We bury people 6 feet deep and 6 feet deep, and they're like, oh, that's any lower than that, it's all kind of da. This is this is 639 feet low, and then those roots have to go low too.
Right, because that was
growing.
going to be my next point.
That's
Because
nourishment for the
how is a
tree.
tree grounded
Right.
if it ain't in the ground?
Now,
And you need
It's in the
sunlight
ground.
to grow and everything.
right.
How is that?
But I'm saying like
So
those
that
roots
means
have
there's
to be
a water
deep.
source down there.
Oh yeah, well water.
Water's in the
It's a
earth.
hole, so water gonna get down there. But the question is like, what can't get out of there?
So what type of animals live in them
Nigga,
trees?
them mosquitoes have to be the most biggest.
size,
Yeah.
nigga,
You
like-
wake up and it's a mosquito sucking your dick. You like ah.
I
You know what I'm
guarantee
saying?
you this. Whatever ecosystem down there is so unspoiled that everything is in its final form. Like we
Yeah.
bullshitting talking about bat-sized mosquitoes, but they probably got like dog-sized rats and
Yeah.
horse-sized cats.
Look at it. Look at it from the
According to
overview.
just Changing down
So who was just on the drone one day and was like, "Is it me or is the ground dipping in right there?"
Right. But look at this
there.
shit.
He was a white person.
This is in China.
Right. So how the fuck they ain't looked at China?
It's a lot of shit behind that Great Wall, bro.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, they built that Great Wall to keep dragons out or
Mongols.
You know what I'm saying? The White
What
Walkers. Or
is that
something.
true?
They
Is that
shot-
true?
they
Like
They
they,
built
That
that-
is not
they claim it was
true.
to keep the Mongols out, but if ancient Asian history suggests that the Mongols were the Huns, those were the original Asians, the original Chinese. So why would they build a wall to keep their ancestors out?
But so wait a minute. So like I never been to China and I never knew the history, and so forgive me, everybody out there. But are you mean to tell me that wall separates the wilderness from?
That wall separates China from everything that ain't China.
Yeah. So
That was
And
the
it-
first Trump wall.
Yeah, like that's where Trump got the
Idea.
motivation, the idea from, because there is a wall that goes around the country of China. And that hole is like 100 feet tall everywhere and like a quarter of a mile wide. I mean, a couple hundred feet wide. So like you can't penetrate through the wall nowhere.
So
Damn.
just to clarify, the Huns and the Mongols all came from the steppe region, which is a giant plains region in Russia. And those people developed horses before everyone else.
Yep.
So they were warriors and they were ruthless hunters. The Huns came through and damn near destroyed Rome, and the Mongols came through and damn near destroyed everybody.
So the Huns was like Attila, and the Mongols were the Khans, Kublai Khan, Genghis Khan. This is all.
Hold on. There's a game called Ghost of Tsushima.
Come on.
Do you play?
My daughter's into it.
Man, look, and you fight the Mongols and you own China. They come in, they kill your parents, and you got to build up and you got to fight all these wars and you lead all these battles to save these villages because they trying to take China. It's like an ancient game. It takes place like, a while back, but nigga, that shit is cold. It's one of my favorite games, and damn, I didn't know
There's
that.
a lot
bro.
we don't know about China because it's one of the first civilizations outside of Africa, and it's one of the oldest living people. As a matter of fact, I teach this a lot. Down syndrome clinically is known as mongoloidism. That is the clinical original genetic code for Asian people, Mongoloids. So to this day, this is why anybody with Down syndrome looks kind of Asian. They have Asian phenotypes. No matter what race you are, all people with Down syndrome look alike.
Well, all right.
Well, that's what Blaq Ron said.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's probably
Everybody get them up
gonna
on 7 after
weird,
me.
just a little weird conspiracy, like, bro.
I don't want no smoke.
They got us all mixing in. And another me and celebrities talking about this the other day, bro. Like, real talk, when they gonna go ahead and come out and admit that everybody on this planet ain't the same species of human?
Oh, we did we not talk about that?
Well, okay, so we talked about the ancient species of humans, which were the Neanderthals and the Denisovans.
Cro-Magnon, Java Man.
Yeah, so Europeans are mixed with Neanderthals, and Asians are mixed with Denisovans. But if we were not the same species, we wouldn't be able to interbreed.
Only because you are this kind of a nerd do I feel the need to correct you, and I've learned that it's Neanderthal, not Thal.
Okay.
But beyond that, to that point, I say, well, then how can you explain the existence of a
Don't
life?
come in here, nigga.
had to do
Neanderthal.
fact check.
Neanderthal sound sweet as fuck. Neanderthal sound like a medicine.
Yeah, but Neanderthal sound like exactly what you describing. This nigga who is from Neander, and he is
He's tall.
tall.
Oh, they be tall as fuck.
Yeah,
7, 6 foot.
What?
I
yeah,
think it was stocky.
as fuck.
Oh,
Everybody-
tall and stocky,
Tall
like
and
burly.
stocky. Everybody look like the Dumb Kong Su.
Everybody was strong. They had the Bel villages. They were towing logs every day. Them niggas was
Killing
big back
woolly
then.
mammoths with a club.
Chasing wolves. Them niggas was big.
Damn.
And
We
we ain't talking
love
about no
it.
regular wolf. We talking about stepping
Go to that
wolf.
one right there. And
This one?
down. We're sort of next to like a modern man.
This one here?
Yeah,
Oh,
they,
this one.
and they
Down.
say it's based off the brow
Right there.
ridge. Like some people have that extra bony brow ridge, so that it shows that they have a diminished frontal lobe, which explains why some people are like hella aggro for no reason at all.
Like just mean.
They like they're based
It's the bloodline.
they're debased to our lowest vibrational level as humans.
Damn.
I don't know. What I've learned, I'm not going to talk down to any human species. What I heard about them is that they just could not communicate with each other as effectively as Homo sapiens could communicate with each other. So they're Homo sapien Neanderthalis, sorry. But they were not able to communicate as well, but they still had art and stuff like that.
So you see the second row, third picture on the right, the dark picture of the woman. I'm assuming that is.
This one?
Right. So now look right in between the eyebrows. You see how the forehead is concave?
Yeah, they got this thing.
Right. So that shows a diminished frontal lobe and the lack of a pineal gland. So they didn't have the third eye. So without the third eye, without a frontal cortex, you lack reasoning, you lack effective communication, you lack.
So anybody who
things
look
that
like
make
that
it-
dumb as fuck.
Right.
No, you cannot tell by looking at someone if they're dumb as fuck.
Yes, you can, Maya. You
No.
ever walk down the street, you be like, look at that
Hey,
stupid ass
you
looking.
can though.
Who you got a stupid looking ass face?
It's possible.
Right. Like, have you ever had somebody say something to you?
absolutely, Maya. I'm not trying to-
because Maya thinks she's a nice person. Let me break it down for you. You ever have somebody say something and it's remarkably intelligent for them, and you be like, damn, that is deep coming from you. That is smart coming from you. So
But people say that they assume that women are dumber or attractive people are dumber just because of how they
No.
look. You can't
He's
tell
talking
by
about a diminished.
I'm talking about
frontal lobe.
diminished intelligence, not
Dude,
superior
from
intelligence.
From this, I don't know. Because there are a lot of people walking around right now that have this thing. I wouldn't assume that they're
Man,
stupid.
That's
All
where
right.
the whole you a knuckle dragger shit come from.
Let's
where,
go see
like,
how many of them are at Harvard. Like, excuse me, anybody here got a diminished frontal lobe?
Yeah, see who got the caved in forehead walking around Ivy League.
I will put that up for a hypothesis. We can test that out.
Look
But
at how many
that-
people work in intellectual positions versus how many people work
Yeah.
in menial or manual labor positions, and look at the way their forehead is shaped.
Okay.
Big forehead.
Big
people
bubbly
work
head people
at
working big
Home
bubbly
Depot,
head ass jobs.
Sprint call center.
Damn, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
I didn't got served at the drive-through somewhere in like Tennessee by the one that's right below where your cursor is at.
With the wrong turn too head.
Right there. No, right below. Right there. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is a hey honey, welcome to Walgreens. I can help you.
I don't know what you're talking about. What's that again you say? A loofah.
You said you want an all-star special, and what kind of waffle you want?
So you don't think those people just didn't have a bad education growing up?
Absolutely not.
No.
K through 12 education is pretty much across the board the
Basically,
same in the
yeah.
United States of America.
Bullshit.
Same book.
No, pretty much. Pretty
you
much.
live in Texas, nigga.
It
It's probably the
depends
same
on-
across Texas.
No, by and large, across the United States, primary education is pretty much the same. And it's not until you go into specificities that you get to determine like which school is high functioning and which isn't.
This nigga words too big. I need to sit over there.
Huh?
Hey, if he finna
I hear
keep
you.
killing me on camera right there. Blur him out. So nobody.
This nigga do look
Okay,
evil
think
as hell,
about it like
don't he?
this.
Yeah.
Think about it like this. All elementary schools have in that same region a STEM school now. So you have regular elementary school, and then you have the talented or gifted, which is what they used to call us when we were kids. It's now called STEM because you can't tell the regular kids that they are untalented or ungifted simply because they aren't highly functioning
On that
scholastically. But then you say, well, no, you really have an interest in science, technology, engineering, and math.
Is that Morgan Freeman?
Hell yeah, it is.
At the bottom,
That's
right
the
there.
head he
right
got to the left.
there. Down, you doing it.
Right here?
Right there.
He got the Morgan.
Morgan Freeman.
Bro, have you seen that conspiracy theory that Morgan Freeman is like 300 years old?
Yeah.
Because I saw y'all did one about Pharrell and
Wait a minute. They say that Morgan Freeman is also Jimi Hendrix, and he just keeps changing his.
bullshit.
Nigga, pull that up.
Pull that up. Because I've never seen Morgan with a guitar in front of him, but that
No,
might
man.
be why.
Look
He
up,
don't wanna
look
give
up
it
is
up.
Morgan Freeman and Jimi Hendrix. Watch this shit, y'all. This gonna fuck y'all up.
Is Morgan Freeman Jimi Hendrix?
And think about it though.
It's a hell of a tax evasion.
But so we were watching this movie called Warcraft, right? And we, you look at like movies like
on, look.
Lord of the
Yeah,
Rings.
it came up too.
Hold on, they got that same nose. Look at the left eye, them two wrinkles right by the eye. Hold on.
Damn, okay.
And Morgan Teeth do look like he did cocaine in the 70s.
Twice, at least. At least twice.
Wait, I don't see them 3 lines on Jimmy's forehead though.
He's too
He
young.
got older. So scroll up,
Yeah.
scroll up.
What is this? It says false, but
I mean, of course it's gonna say false.
Of course, yeah. Why would they convince
They
tell
give
the
you
truth?
something to think about. Who was born first?
Did Morgan Freeman only come out in the 70s?
let's look at Morgan Freeman.
Morgan
Look at
Freeman.
when he started his career, because he did start in the electric company as a grown ass
Bro,
man.
he don't even have no baby pictures. As a baby at 10, he had a gray bird.
He did.
Hey, Morgan Freeman was on the electric company.
He was, which was like Sesame Street. but-
Yeah, my boy Will Jackson Harper
Yeah.
from Love Life. He was on electric company too.
No shit.
Real.
Damn, I thought that was
So
Clay
1964, it says that was his first movie called The Pawnbroker. He said he was a man on the street, uncredited. And then 69 is when it says he gets his first credit.
Look at when the electric company started. Because he was easy reader on the electric company.
Right
Electric
there.
Company 71 to
See?
77.
Mark
Easy
Easy
reader.
Reader.
That was 71. Jimi Hendrix died in 71. Hold on.
But what about this New York television theater? That's 69.
Yeah, but see, all that shit is uncredited. He's just a nigga talking.
No, up until right here.
Afro, Cuz. Like, what type of character names are those?
Yeah, right. He was just in the background.
It wasn't until he became Easy Rider
Thompson.
In
Walk by the-
1971.
that he got a
Yeah.
goddamn character name. That he was actually a person.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to see this video, the New York television theater video.
That says one episode,
Even still,
which means he might have had one line.
Hey, y'all.
Possibly.
And that was
Now
it.
go
a
back
line
to
is a line.
now go back to
Yeah.
the go back to the.
But then again,
got
back
the
in the
credit.
day, they did used to give artists and entertainers little cameo roles in movies and TV shows. And that's
hold
back
on.
when Jimmy was hot.
hold on.
So one eye on Jimmy is more squinted. His left eye is more squinted. Is that the same for Morgan Freeman? He's got more squinted left eye. Because that's something.
I think that's
Morgan
the
is
same for
also
all black
Morgan.
dudes
Morgan.
that's cool.
Morgan also his hand fell off.
His hand fell off. Fell off of what?
His body, my nigga.
How you...
How your hand fall off?
I mean, you know, I have Maya here. She
Like
checks
necrosis?
Now, Maya
facts.
said...
Maya is the
I
quickest
might
fact
believe
checker.
it.
Watch this, bro.
She got baby hair.
Oh. So he's wearing a glove because. Okay, got it.
He got necrosis like when Kadeem Hardison was the ghoul in Vampire in Brooklyn.
Gangrene.
Somebody
Listen.
dabbed Morgan up and he was like,
Mm.
oh!
Come on, man, don't do that, man. They used to call me Crazy Joe. Now they call me Batman.
Hell no, Morgan.
He says that he has nerve damage on his left hand, so it's paralyzed, and he has to wear a glove to ensure it doesn't pull. So now we got to find out if anyone has seen him without the glove.
He got
Okay,
the Bob
I'm sorry.
Dole hand.
I'm sorry. Let me say that his hand
What's
didn't
that
fall off.
movie, Scary movie? And he said,
Grab my
Take-
strong hand.
let me grab my strong hand.
Morgan, I apologize, man. I still want to work.
Dang, they made me say that. I love the Lord.
What if in order to work, Morgan got to touch you with the hand? He take the glove off and that whole like all bony and
How
skeletal
long
and
you
shit.
touch you?
That's like the ghoul finger.
What would you do? I'd be like, ah, ah, ah! He'd be like, you think I can feel that? You think I can
That's
feel
the
those
hand
bites?
of death, like, yeah, oh, yeah.
I don't want no smoke.
Morgan, I don't want no action.
He fucking around that's that Bruce Lee hand on.
Why Morgan
The
wait
Last
so late?
Dragon,
Why he
remember
wait so late to get them new teeth? I hate when old black people get new teeth like into a sunken face. They don't match.
His wife
Your
said,
jaw all sunk in and shit. Now you got these big ass,
nice teeth.
heavy duty biting ass.
Ooh,
teeth.
wee!
He got new teeth and old face.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
like get some jaw to go with it.
Old new ass.
It's like BBL when you don't get the legs and the hips to go with it.
Yeah, I said you gotta get the combo meal.
You gotta get the
Gotta
combo.
get the leg, the thigh,
And
and the
not
ass.
just go
Yeah.
get the sandwich. Like,
Can't get
no, the sandwich is only 10 bands. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
go get that. No, you gotta get the meal.
Can't
Get the
just-
hips,
Can't
get the,
just get
the back of the
BB.
thigh,
You need the BB and
and the L.
it's a package.
Back,
So here's the
booty,
thing.
legs.
Here's the thing. In the middle of these
Come
two
back in my
conspiracies,
legs.
because here's what I also want to talk about. I don't want to get back too far from
The
the fact
Chinese
that
sinkhole.
The Chinese
hole
sinkhole, yeah.
is 639 feet
Deep.
deep. Now,
I thought the earth
What's
was
that? What else
filled
is
with
that
shit.
deep?
exactly. What else is that
What's
deep?
the
Like,
lowest recorded elevation
Hold on.
point, man?
we've been taught that this low damn near should be like so hot,
Right.
getting to the closer to the
It's
core.
close to the core.
The mantle, the Earth's crust and shit.
Volcano and shit.
And that's not
volcano.
true. Not only that, I've heard that they also have freeways where you can get from one side of the earth to the other
I
side of the
did
earth
hear about the super
quick
freeway.
as fuck underneath the ground. It's all kind of underground
I
bunkers.
I don't
there's
know.
freeway.
I
I heard
don't-
there's
I
a
don't know if
freeway that
that's
goes
true.
across the Atlantic Ocean
I do not
It's
that
know.
too
government
much.
vehicles travel.
Yeah, good for the.
It's like a
transport.
super tunnel, like how what's the tunnel on the
The
East Coast that
Doomsday.
goes under the river, under the lake.
They got a
Washington
fucking tunnel underneath the ocean.
I heard.
Mm,
Nah, I
I
ain't
heard
never-
that.
Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel? Is that the one?
Goes right under the water. Goes right under the water, G.
That was one of the first prototypes. They
Wait,
tried
this
it
one
with
it's one in Detroit that goes underneath to go to Canada.
Just like the Lincoln Tunnel in New York goes right under the water. Now,
So
when
you
did
know
they?
if they
Now,
got
did
that,
they build the
they
tunnel
got
and
some
then
more.
pour the water in, or did they stop all the water? Like, how the hell did they build something under the water?
Well, the channel that goes from England to France. So there's a tunnel under there. That was quite a doing, though.
That's on the River Thames. That's the catacombs.
But how are they building that shit though?
So,
Right. And the catacombs
Like, where they
is
put the
not a
river at?
tunnel. They built a town on top of another town.
Yeah, I'm gonna see about this Atlantic Ocean Highway because I'm like I don't know if they can do that.
Gotta have a strong transmission to go up there.
Because my thing is, bro, the human ears pop when you get about 20 feet below elevation.
Mm-hmm. Got you bubble.
So how you get 600 and something feet and then it's still temperate down there?
Right. But that lets you know that it's more to this Middle Earth shit than what niggas want to say.
telling us.
You ain't
There's so
lying.
much shit that could be up under us. If that's 639 feet down to the root, then the root
Yeah,
go
with
down.
no hot
It's a
stuff.
bird
With
down there
100
so goddamn big.
He
Why?
don't even fly. He just eats shit.
You remember that? You remember that last King Kong movie they made with Jack Black in it?
Remember they fell
Yeah.
in that
Remember when
hole?
King Kong was fighting like them big ass
Spiders.
centipedes and shit like that? I bet you some of that shit off in there.
I mean, we should know soon, right? When should they explore it? I expect to see a
Nah,
fucking.
We don't need
full-
to
it's a
explore it. That shit
secret.
been untouched all this time. Leave it the fuck alone.
no, what you mean? But they want to explore Mars. Nigga, send a rover down that bitch and show us
Now,
some
you know
shit.
what? I believe you. I'm with you on that. Why are we exploring outer Earth
look at
things
that.
until we know as
Look.
much as we can
Oh,
about Earth?
man.
That look like somebody tore the top off a mountain, G.
Could have been. Was it a volcano?
That could
That
be
makes
an
sense.
inactive
That
volcano,
grew
which
in-
which explains why it's so lush and fertile down there. Cause all that old leftover volcanic
Feel
ash
that.
and
Soot,
soil and
yeah.
shit.
Son.
So it says it's 3 caves put together. It's the size of 2,000 Olympic swimming pools.
Damn.
That's not a good unit
That
of
ain't
measurement, though.
that ain't nothing.
Because we don't know how long
Don't give
ago
a fuck
Shit,
about
Olympic
no
pool
goddamn
is.
swimming pools.
Give me how
give
many
me
miles
football
across
fields,
is
yeah.
that damn hole?
Goddamn swimming pool.
Shit.
Swimming pool.
It's
Give me kilometers
82,000
in.
jacuzzis. Like, don't give me no
Right. Nobody
goddamn
got
unit of
time.
measurement like that.
Shit.
It says 5 million square meters.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's not enough. Give me
need
some more
something
shit.
else.
No, square meters is a
Like
lot.
it's
Because
1,000
square
Jersey
meters
boots
is
or what?
3 inches longer than a yard. We know a
Nigga,
yard
is
is
the
3
shit
feet.
as big as Lexington, Kentucky, or not?
Yeah.
You said how many meters? 5 million square
5
meters?
million square meters.
That's 15 million feet.
Oh,
Deep.
okay. Oh, you did.
That hoe got the cubic. It's 15 million
this
cubic
is,
feet.
This is the width of it.
No, meters. She said that's the volume. So that's 15 million cubic feet.
Okay, so Lexington, Kentucky is 285 miles squared. So I think Lexington, Kentucky might be bigger than the sinkhole.
That's fucking you up, man.
But don't hold me that. I just did that math in my head right there.
Lexington, Kentucky.
Might want to write that down next time and look at it.
So let's just say LA can fit off in that hole, bro.
I don't think LA
I
can
don't
fit
think
in
LA
that
can
hole.
fit in
Not
there.
LA.
That's why I said like a small city. I said it's,
Oklahoma? What you talking about? Houston or something?
We talking about a hole the size of a town.
I'm talking about
town
like I'm
size
talking about
hole.
like put it like this.
And it's kind of heart shaped. boot shape.
You drive across.
Southfield, Michigan.
What size? What shape is that? Is that an oblong heart? Is that a boot?
That's a bite, my
Not too
nigga.
far.
That look like a bite. Man, that ain't no volcano. Only reason I don't think it's a volcano because of the size.
The mouse of
Yeah,
it.
like you know what I'm saying. Like it don't really make sense for it to be a
Supposed to
volcano.
Spoop.
No, all volcanoes don't have that Vesuvian shape. Though.
Right, but I'm saying, but like, look at this one though. This is
with the
almost not even.
Vesuvian.
Heard
Right
it,
there.
boy.
Yeah,
He heard it too.
yeah,
That nigga
yeah.
licked his
Yeah, I
head
fucked
from
the
the
nigga up with
head.
that Vesuvian.
Yeah, that was yeah. That was a good one.
That was a good one.
That word came with that hat. It's like,
You did?
look inside the hat for the word of the day.
Free word right there. Word of the day.
Vesuvian. But no,
Nah,
that- yeah,
you
that
know
was a
what?
good
This
ass
is
word.
fucking me up. Like when I found out that the
That's
oceans meet and the colors are different for each ocean.
What?
Yeah, off the
I've
southern
seen like
tip,
them oceans and seas.
off the southern tip of South America, all three oceans converge. The Pacific, the Atlantic, and the Indian Oceans all converge on each other, and each water is a different shade of blue.
Can we see this, please?
Yes.
Run fucking around got Discovery Science Channel.
I just want to add that this is a limestone sinkhole, so water seeps in. It wasn't from a volcano.
It's porous, so the water don't find its way down there. The water just seep through the ground. The whole damn
Okay,
hole
so
made
here
out
we
of
go.
sponge. So the hole could have been getting deeper over
but-
time because it's limestone.
But look, the picture that they showed us before, I've seen this, but I ain't seen 3 of them though.
no, they got one with 3 different waters come together. G.
like that. Yeah, I seen that. That right there.
It's right
Wait,
off
at
the
3?
tip.
Oxidation.
Right off the tip
They
of,
don't mix.
is that Peru, I want to say,
It's like
is the
warm.
southernmost country in South America? Is it Peru?
Is it
right
Peru?
Or is it
there, it's
Argentina?
different.
I'm not sure.
They don't
I'm not
mix.
sure.
The one is like oxygen and
Somebody in the
water
comments
thing or
know
some shit.
what the southernmost country, I want to say is
It's
Peru.
Argentina. Somebody in the comments said it's Argentina.
It's Argentina.
2 oceans meet but don't mix.
Mm-hmm.
Debunked. Somebody said it's not true.
No, it's hella true. And the reason why is because of the temperature and the salinity of each water.
Salinity.
How
Well,
much salt is in
I
it.
got it, baby.
Where would they all meet? Because the Pacific meets the Atlantic under Argentina and Chile, and then the Atlantic meets the Indian under South Africa. So where
It's
would they all
called
meet?
is it the Greater Antilles?
Let me check that out.
Amazing.
Is it the Arctic Ocean, not the Indian?
It might be the Arctic Ocean.
That would make
'Cause
Sitting
it's
sitting
Antarctica.
between Blaq Ron and Maye is like it's like with Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune's on at the same time, and both hosts is like you spinning the wheel and asking the question. Go ahead, my bad. Go ahead.
Barack Obama just did a documentary series on Netflix where he's talking about national parks. And there's this national park where that entire tip of South America is basically protected wildlife space. And they did an overshot of it. And it's because the Andes Mountains runs down off into that motherfucker. And it's the left peninsula of South America. There's an isthmus that runs right in between them.
Here, let me pull bring this up just so that y'all.
Put it up.
Yeah, it's
Put 'em
Argentina, and then off to the left, the western coast of Argentina, there is all of these little islands and land formations and shit. And right there,
Oh yeah. Look, because
see
Pacific,
the Pacific, the
Atlantic,
Atlantic,
and
and the Southern Ocean, or the Arctic Ocean. Those all converge right at that cape.
Right
Wait.
about.
Yeah, because I'm looking at something that says three oceans meet
This
at
nigga done got up like a
Kanyakumari.
newscaster.
Got up. As you see here,
Because it kind of bends down and hooks a little bit, so the Pacific comes right up to there.
the precipitation will come this way.
And right on the tip of that whole thing is a protected little space.
And it's 3 different oceans.
3 different oceans all come up on the motherfucker. It was like it happens nowhere else in the world.
Okay. This one's saying that the 3 oceans meet at Kanyakumari, somewhere in India, but that doesn't make any sense. This makes more sense, or something up here, somewhere up there. But yeah.
And that
Africa
map
is-
is grossly inaccurate.
Yeah,
It's
it
very
is.
old.
It
Yeah.
is.
It's a little too
Because
much
every map we've
Canada
looked
up
at,
there.
they always make Greenland look like it's the same size, continentally speaking, as like Canada
America.
or
Better.
Yeah.
like Greenland is
It's
like
little as hell.
you can fit like 5 Greenlands inside of Australia.
Yeah.
This
When I
one.
like when I found out that Africa is
Yeah.
wider across than Russia.
Yeah, Africa's huge.
Russia is only like 5.7 something kilometers across, and Africa is like 6.89. It's like it's distinctly greater.
Yeah, this still inaccurate right here.
This is not showing that. Let me.
You can fit every other continent inside of Africa and still have room to drive around.
Like, why won't you drive around on the shit that you put in there?
Yeah, you
I'm
did
just saying,
that.
I'm just saying, like if each one of them was in its own
fuck it,
box.
I'm finna
Yeah, that's, I ain't got nowhere to
If-
drive.
if you-
Argentina
if-
here.
If you built a great wall around each one of them motherfuckers, you
Got
would
you.
still have free space.
Somebody said Africa is tiny compared to America. Wow.
Who said that?
Well, you know the thing about books, they always in publication. You can go read anytime you get ready.
It will give you clarity.
Yeah, that map right there is the most accurate. But even it's not.
It's because Earth is a circle. Well, it's a ball. So things look stretched when you try to make an image out of anything, like ball shape.
Anytime you try to put anything square round on a square plane, you got to stretch the corners.
I think this is probably. what you're
And
talking
Earth is
about.
not like this perfect basketball shape. Like nothing in water, nothing in the world that's liquid takes that shape. Everything takes a teardrop shape based off the gravitational pull on the planet. So that means Earth itself would have to be teardrop shaped.
Nah, but the Earth, but it's continuously moving. So it's like if somebody, like, you know how you like spin some water around so fast that it stay in the same spot. It's almost like before that drop can drip, this drop got to come where this drop is at.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Centrifugal force.
Yeah, and so I think that's what
Somebody
kind of
spinning the basketball.
that's what keeps it spherical. Now, the fact that we are the water planet in our solar system, I think that it gives us a little bit. We have a lot more problems.
Hold on. You
on
was
this
so
planet.
deep on that.
What?
Wasn't nobody feeling you on that. You was like, okay, so this planet is a water-based planet. So that means all human beings are water-based entities because
Right, we're on the water planet.
We're
and that's why-
2/3 water.
That's why we thrive here. Don't forget that we even breathe water.
Right.
Like, people think that we breathe air, but air is part water,
Yeah.
which means that we're just basically vapor. Like we're able to breathe the vapors instead of the actual water.
Solid state water
Right.
would drown us, but water in its most finite space, which
Mm-hmm.
is gas, is what we need to breathe. But the point that everybody else missed is if you go to any other planet, whatever their elemental force is, that's what those people would be made out of. So
Mm-hmm.
if you were to go to like a Venus, there would be a bunch of Silver Surfer looking motherfuckers.
Right. But also like looking motherfuckers is because that's how we move around. Like their shit could literally be liquid, like fucking, just forms that could take
Like
shape
just a
of
pool
you.
of water, right? It
that
don't have
could-
to be
that could stand
humanoid.
up. A fucking water that like some mercury that could stand up
Terminator
and turn into
Right.
this form and talk to you. You know what I'm saying? But because I think that we've been taught through media to like understand and almost worship the elements in their own like form,
In their raw
and
form.
with them having a people, right? Like so, you
Right.
like Captain Planet. All them kids had an element that brought together the planet, right? And it seems like we're the only planet that has all the elements that pulls up Captain Planet. Nigga, they basically said it. These elements make
Let
the
our
planet.
powers
You know what I'm saying?
combine.
But see, like if you look at like another planet, bro, like it might even be another whole set of elements.
That like neon, bromine,
Right.
and then
Like,
like all
all-
these niggas made
yeah.
out all these on Earth would be toxic gases.
Mm-hmm.
There are perfectly in balance for what they need there. But here's another thing. I feel like the only reason why intelligent life forms on other planets don't communicate with us is the same way we don't communicate with ants. Like, nigga, do they even understand us? Are we wasting our time communicating?
But see that
What language do they speak?
That in itself though is that human inferiority complex that we automatically have to be less intelligent than whatever intelligence is out there. Like maybe they haven't made contact with us because they don't have enough gas money to get here and land and get back or power.
I don't know. I think
you know
it's
what
the
I'm
fact
saying?
that we shoot first and ask questions later.
Or it's the fact that maybe we've been actually exploring that shit and nobody knows it. Like, dog, why would we not? Why would they show us Star Trek? I feel like they want to tell us the truth, but they leave it up to your interpretation.
Because we got them sunk in ass forehead people walking around here that are so aggro first. They lack the frontal cortex to properly reason that there are people greater than us here. And we need to talk with them. Like a lot of people, their first reaction is immediately violence. You can't have no, I come in peace. Think about it like this. You remember the story 2 years ago about that missionary dude that got killed because he went to that island where no Europeans have ever been, trying to go there and teach them people about the word of
You
God?
trying to teach them people how to fuck missionary?
That was wrong. That was the point.
I think that's where the whole word came from.
They was like, "Phone it back, get him out of here." You know what I'm saying? But no.
But like they didn't.
Nah, but I do remember that.
They didn't let his boat get 200 yards from the coast.
We talked
before
about
they
that.
start bombarding him with arrows and shit.
Arrows,
Like,
yeah.
fuck your conversation.
Yeah.
That's how we are as Earthlings. To any movie they've shown us about visitors from other places, the military is the first motherfuckers to put up on them.
Yeah.
Imagine though if they dropped 100 people off at Greyhound, and them 100 people, 25 was, Asian, 25 was African, 25 was European, 25 was, whatever the fuck, Latina, whatever, Spanish. And that Greyhound is all they knew, and they never even told them that the name of it was Greyhound. Somebody in there would name it, and it wouldn't be Greyhound.
Right.
Like, nigga, this ain't Earth.
Right.
This ain't Earth, bro.
They
Nobody
named-
even knows.
This ain't what the other planets call this.
Nobody even knows where the name Earth came from.
Other planets be like, oh, y'all from Nixall 61? You be like, nah, we from Earth.
Nigga, no, they like nigga,
So
y'all
cute.
from the toilet?
Yeah, that's some shit.
Nigga, what if we the toilet for the
I'm
fucking?
just saying, a person that was born in the Greyhound station, if that's the greatest thing they've ever been, like, what's an airplane to a nigga that's born at the Greyhound station?
But then and y'all been living there for 100 years. Y'all done had all, and then somebody walk in there from McDonald's. You be like, what the fuck?
All we got is vending machine.
Right. And you're like, here, take this food. It's just like you have to always expand on the territory that you know about, and then expand on the territory that knows about you, then expand on the territory that knows about them, and expand on the territory that knows about them. It's always a bigger.
You're asking for people to be
It's
way
another
too
level,
open-minded.
baby.
They ain't adding no New Testament to the Bible.
Look at these school kids who say they saw aliens. Why we wasting our time with these lying ass fucking kids?
These kids.
That
in
look like
Africa.
exactly what I think an alien look like. They're not even using their imagination.
Right.
They're not even being. Come on
Creative.
now.
Come on.
Come on, man.
There's
Hey,
all
if this your kid and your kid drew this, I get that. You have to act amazed, but I don't want to see
That
this
is
on
not
BBC
a child
News.
who saw an alien. That is a child who is telling on his cheating ass mama. Some bald head, big eye man in a minivan came through in the middle of the night
That's why it's in the air.
and abducted my mama.
And I heard
And that's the
Sam.
bed jumping up and down, up at the top with
They say in Zimbabwe, these 62 kids at Ariel School said that these aliens visited them and said that the humans were destroying the planet.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna say this.
still
I
there?
believe it now because they're African kids. You should have led with that.
You should have said it was some 62 babies. You said it was
62.
one line
I
ass
thought
child.
one kid drew this. I'm sorry to the Zimbabwe
Yeah.
children who are
Yes,
seeing it. Like, wow,
yes.
CP, we really fucked with you.
You left out the
TP,
rest.
we really fucked with
Why
you.
would you not say they was
Wow,
Zimbabwean
CP.
children?
Wow, we really was, oh
They
man,
was on your ass,
all my
too.
Zimbabwe views gone. All right, so first of all, okay.
That's a lot
Of course, the aliens would go to Africa or go to some of these places where it's more just about the place. In America, dog, you realize how much we tear shit down and build new shit?
That's a Nintendo 64 controller at the top.
We
Bro. I'm
always-
sorry, that nigga lying.
We always try to, as a people,
I mean,
Who was watching these
one
kids?
up ourselves, and it's always we want to do better. But
Yeah.
they went to Africa because it's cool, it's regular.
Yep.
Everybody know them, and they were like, "What a alien, bro? You
Yep.
alright? You want some Mubufu?"
They was dancing and shit. Niggas want some in boo
They
But
was
understand
chilling.
this, though. Why was nobody watching 62 kids?
Yeah, what the teachers was?
Where's the teachers at?
They was drunk on whatever they gave all 62 of them babies.
It's in
let
the
me
water.
see.
Somebody had let the fufu go bad. They had let it sit
They
outside,
were like, "Fuck it, still give it to them. They'll be okay."
and it had got a little bit of fermented.
Mm.
And then,
Aerial school. Wait.
well, I thought that was Rick James on that third row.
Here, I'll bring up the Wikipedia because so it says that they were between the ages
Damn,
of
they
6
made
and
the
12.
Wikipedia?
They saw one or more civil crafts, which we saw. This is what they
In
saw.
94.
This happened in 94?
Mm-hmm. People have gone to visit
Oh,
them.
so this was
and-
before cell phones and internet. Them babies was not
These
lying.
kids is my age damn near now.
Right.
They were telling the truth.
Because a 6-year-old in 94 was born in 88.
I got my first cell phone in my second year of college.
These
man.
are all people that are our age. That was born
We
from
talking to them
1980 to 1988.
Yeah, where they
Yeah,
at
let's talk
now?
to them now. How many of they 62 asses is still alive to this day, or has
Man,
the
you
government
talking about-
hid and kidnapped all of them?
They did.
You talk about somebody who will roll you one of the biggest blunts. Let me talk to you about what I really seen.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? You be
get
like,
all
oh.
the good shit.
I was
yeah.
12 years old. It was my second day
See, unfortunately,
at
men
the
in-
school. I had just got a brand new shirt.
Men in Black came over there with their little thing. Here, y'all. Everybody looking at this.
Look at the top right here. Look, it's clicked out on the top. That's when we saw it. 2 A-cup titties landed in the field.
Ah, you stupid.
Egg cup, TT.
2 A-cup
Blow that one up.
titties.
Blow that one up. real quick.
Told us to get
2
shade
A-cup
under there.
European titties landed in the field.
That
Told us,
Ariel at
and
the
I quote, "It's like rain,
On your wedding day.
like a free ride."
No areola on that titty
Six.
whatsoever.
Oh yeah, no.
Damn, that titty
No,
is not living
No.
a good life.
That got one of them 4th of July nipples.
Yeah,
like
that is
3,
a very-
2,
Like
1.
that is a very middle school titty.
That's childish titty.
Oh man, I ain't seen no titties in middle school, and on the CP podcast, we do not condone. No, but
Bro, if a 12-year-old saw a 12-year-old titty, that is perfectly
yeah.
fine.
But when I was 12, I looked 8. Man, the hoes was not.
That was a youth
I ain't
thing.
get- I ain't get-
Damn, CP.
I ain't getting no run. Remember, girls just be like, "He got a body." The girl take nigga take his shirt off.
No,
He
they
got
say
a
he
body.
built.
They
He
be like,
built.
"Ugh." Well, in Detroit, he got a body. Niggas could hoop and shit. I couldn't do. Now I was just
I
funny
used
as
to
hell.
hate when a dude had abs
Man.
in 7th grade. Like, for what, bro? We ain't
Yeah.
required to do nothing. They
You
required
just- yeah.
6-pack, whole ass, boy.
You just ready to go to prison, little
just out
motherfucker.
here
You know what I'm
built.
saying? Like,
Yeah, I bet you have to be built like that when you ain't got no daddy. Like, I come from a hurtful place. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that's
come
a
from
little
toting all the
hard.
groceries yourself, huh?
Rough.
Single parent household hard on that boy. Got a muscular out here.
Wow.
You finna make me feel bad for having a regular child body.
yeah, for real.
They develop different. Some people develop early. It says there were no adults available.
Of course.
All the grown folks mysteriously grown, gone.
Where were they at though? I don't understand.
They were inside the building.
I bet they were all put under sleep state.
They probably. Can I tell you this? The adults did this shit to the kids, and it's like, Can I tell you something? What I want to do? Look, listen.
Listen,
Take
all
them,
this city.
take them 4 Fiestas. Okay, we're gonna wrap them bitches up. All right, meet me on the field. We're gonna tell the kids that they're fucking up the planet and they gotta keep cleaning up because they had to fire the janitor,
You right.
and so they had the kids.
That was a conservation project.
Them kids cleaning up that goddamn school till they graduated
They was
high
trying to
school.
teach
Like,
them
you are
kids about
destroying the
recycling.
planet. They was growing vegetables and all kind of shit, and they just never told them psych.
And they didn't have enough money for
We was
new
just,
balls
man.
in the PE program, so they was like gardening.
Mm-hmm.
That'll cover both ecology and PE.
Come on, man. But I wish this was real though. What are they saying about these new
Who said it?
articles?
Go get somebody today and ask them, like, find one of the 62.
That's what we need.
We need somebody. They ain't list none of them kids' names.
We need to Google them.
There
kids.
was
Somebody
a
on Instagram.
documentary.
They said 42 of them said, I am Malcolm X.
You stupid. They got, I am Malcolm X.
I am Malcolm X. I am Malcolm X.
So Maya, if you were visited by extraterrestrial beings,
I'm getting the selfie off top because fuck this. Ain't nobody finna.
but what
call
if they
me crazy.
glow? What if they glow and the camera won't? They too iridescent. The camera won't pick up on them. They just look like a glowing ass. It look like you took a picture next to a mirror.
Record. Because you see it moving.
You record,
see
yeah,
it
you
come
do some
down.
shit. Yeah, that's right. Selfie video.
What? So if they from another planet, what if they got like the automatic, like you know how they got the privacy screen on the iPhone, where you turn it and go black?
Why would they
what
need
if they
that?
got that on their skin?
That's how much they've been studying this. They need that.
Because they know that we got cameras everywhere, Big Brother watching. They want to be able to move through here unmonitored.
Who said they big brother? That's the thing.
No, that's what they call
it.
the cameras that are always plugged in, Big Brother.
I really think they're more advanced than us.
They got to be.
How do they have to be?
The thing
Because
is,
they can't
Because we don't know how to go to
their
their planets, but they know how to come to this one.
How do you know we don't know how to go to their
They-
planet?
our
Tell me
cameras are
again.
built like our eyes, though. So it'd be a thing of like, if we really can't see them like that, then the cameras won't either.
That has always
That's a
been one of my
vampire.
issues.
And why are
Is
the
they-
aliens always reptilian or cephalopod?
Well, but see, that's the thing though. Cephalopod a lot, but you ever notice like
Those are the two.
that's a
those
standard.
are the
yeah.
two longest
It's either
living things
it's either
on this
an
earth.
octopus, hella tentacles,
Right.
or some kind of lizard with eyes. And
Right.
then they tell you they're the reptilian, but they never talk about the tentacle aliens. They never tell you. They tell you about the tall whites. They tell you about the grays. They tell you about the reptilians.
They tell you about the Nephilim.
Yeah, but they don't tell you. Yeah, that's the giants, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Half angel people. But see, here's the thing about reptiles: the anaconda grows every year that it's alive. Same thing with the giant squid. So those motherfuckers keep growing as long as they're alive. As a matter of fact, they use giant squid right now, and they're studying them to find out if they have an immortality property that could be extrapolated and isolated and marketed to the pharmaceutical industry, because those motherfuckers they have no way of carbon dating how old a giant squid is when they catch it.
Damn.
That's why the aliens.
And as a matter of fact, they don't catch giant squid. Them shits just wash up dead
on the beach,
with big ass wounds in their body, like they had a fight with another
big ass
giant squid, and his dead body just floated up, just ascended up here to us. They say, imagine if the water is how we view heaven.
Yeah.
So if a motherfucker make it to the surface, they going to heaven. So how we look at how aliens abduct a motherfucker, we all right here, and then an alien just beam down, snatch you. That's how fish feel. They just swimming, and all of a sudden, nigga just and take a nigga up to heaven, never to be seen or heard from ever again. And they think that it's a surreal experience. Like one day the hook gonna come for me,
Right, but really your ass. Up there
but really
getting
your
fried.
ass coming
Yeah.
up here to a deep fryer,
like,
G.
like the claw on
On the video game, on Toy Story.
Toy
Remember all the
Story.
aliens like that
Yeah.
Clyde. That Clyde. No, nigga, you are in a game.
it's a wrap,
Yeah.
bro.
So that feeds right into the belief that we're all living in a simulation.
But I feel like these new pages that they just made available are they're like that's what I'm saying. They've been knowing stuff. Like for example, I was
they
gonna
know
tie
a
this
whole
together,
bunch of
right?
shit.
If there's a forest 640 meters or feet down below the ground, then there's also or miles, I'm sorry, but below the ground.
630 feet. No, you're right.
638 feet
Right,
deep.
then that means that they can burrow, they could be underground. They've been talks about underground tunnels. You talk about how the UFOs turn into USOs, going
Right.
underground.
They are
I mean,
amphibious.
underwater.
Right.
So the UFOs go underwater and they're meeting up with bases and shit we don't even know about.
They set and
underground.
splint. They got sleeper cells
They got shit
right here in the
downstairs.
planet. Like soon
Yeah.
as niggas start, there's gonna be an intergalactic war, and I think that Earth is a fucking way station. It's a supply base.
No, it's like a good nesting ground. Like you ever seen how like look at nature. There are a lot of animals that migrate to nest because of the conditions of how you got alligators, you got
got
turtles,
orcas.
you got orcas, you got different birds that travel from miles to
Mm-hmm.
go migrate just to. But this is where they want to put their young at to have a chance. And I mean, shit, it's a lot of deep sea shit that we know nothing about. And if something could go down there fast enough, like if something could hit the surface with no G-force, a smooth vessel that could hit the ground.
I'm
Bam!
talking about Joe.
Hey, nigga,
Hit the
somebody
water.
just
No splash.
somebody just called y'all the Yin Yang twins.
Boy, put that picture up.
Somebody in the comments going hard.
You ain't shit who said that.
And the flies know it. I'm talking just hit the water
Damn, somebody just called
with an
them.
engine.
Right.
Like
No,
hit
no,
the
no,
water
not even
and keep going.
but not even an engine, like some kind of because you have you seen how they move? Yeah, your Yin Yang twins, yeah, they fucking killed y'all. Yeah.
They kind of did because I got locks and you got
Yeah, they kind of killed y'all.
That was
God
funny.
damn.
I didn't laugh.
But
I
no, like hits the water and at that speed could
Keep
go
going.
straight down.
Straight down. That's what I'm saying.
And
Like a
having having like the kind of sonar to know, like, you know, some spots under the ocean, it's a cliff that we don't know about. It's under this, you can't really get down
that
to the
whole
bottom
hit,
right
hit
there.
the water with GPS.
Yeah, GPS, bam, straight down to
Going this way.
Yup.
Here, hit this cave. Go down there. Park right there.
Yup.
Dock that
It's
bitch.
shit that we don't know.
Send a homing signal back like I made it.
Yep. Cool. Sit there.
I believe that.
Go
Wait
to
for
sleep.
further instructions.
Go to sleep.
Yeah, go into dormant mode and await further
That's
instructions.
how we have
If that's the
tsunamis.
case, then we wouldn't need extraterrestrial planets because it would all be done within Earth.
Well, that's the thing.
But that's the thing. We degrading the breathable space. We're going to have to go somewhere.
But if they are coming from Middle Earth or Inner Earth, then we wouldn't need to have extraterrestrial planets. It could all be explained as coming from Earth.
No. They're coming from other planets and they're embedding themselves into Middle Earth. I think that there's a hole at the top of the planet, just like the hollow Earth theory suggests, and they're going in. They can come out of the ocean. They can
Come
go
out
into
of
the ocean.
You go right through the top of the
Yep.
planet, and then the ocean is the only way to come out into the surface.
But why would you
'Cause you have to
then
bust-
complicate it with other planets if we can't prove that? Now, if we are, if they are in the Earth and they can come in and out, why wouldn't we just assume that they're in the Earth?
No, that's because they're holding counsel with some of the highest beings on this planet that we know nothing about.
We just don't qualify.
Yeah.
It's a meeting place.
No, but I
They
know.
just
But
come
why
kick
would
it.
we assume that there are extraterrestrials? This could all be explained
Because
through
you're saying
Earth.
they're
I
interterrestrials?
don't
Yes.
think we're the only ones.
Because I would say that for the fact that they have the ability to go into both atmospheres.
Now, hold on.
Those
That's
are two areas where humans can't live.
Wait,
in deep
she
space
just-
and in deep water.
She just brought up a good ass point though, because when you look at it like that, you know, there are beings that are quote unquote inside inner Earth that have been here forever, and if they have vessels and vehicles and they can get to their shit through portals through the ocean to come pop up through hollow Earth, they're getting to different points inside. Like we think that the bottom of the ocean it'll crush us. That's why we can't go down there. Or nigga, you get to a point and you could bust through, or you know what I'm saying? Like it's
Some-
But you get
Because
to
if
that
you go-
point, but
hold on.
in order to get to that point, you have to be able to live in an oxygenless environment.
right, but that's why.
And that's why human beings will never go there because
We need
the only two gases that can make bubbles underwater are nitrogen and oxygen. When oxygen leaves, nitrogen takes up that void. So our lungs would fill up with nitrogen. It would suffocate us once you go a certain amount of deep or a certain amount of high.
But Rondo, we used to couldn't snorkel. We used to couldn't scuba dive because we didn't have the technology to take oxygen underwater.
So they're going to build something pressurized.
They're going to, but what I'm telling you is that in a more advanced society, have you seen
They already got
the
that.
Eternals? I keep bringing that movie
I
up
like
on
the
every fucking.
But
podcast.
they got
People get sick
other
of it. I know they do.
pressurized stuff.
That's
That's
okay.
why I
you
say they smarter
you
than
saw
us.
how my man had all that technology that they couldn't even fathom, and he was like, "Nah, we'll give it to him this time. We'll give it to him." It's like, bruh, it's literally if there's a problem with our lungs, that could be fixed with a modification to any kind of technology or some shit that we never even heard of.
Well, in the future, they never list any of these problems. In the future, motherfucker got a goddamn glass dome that can retract that has a breathable environment in it as soon as the helmet comes up. Like when they always show space travel, motherfuckers can breathe, they're regulated the air, but there's always something that happened on Earth that made the air unbreathable. So where's all this chemically treated air coming from that's safe to breathe? Like they answered all the questions in all of the future shit.
Well, what they
without
knew,
telling us how they got to the answer. They didn't
Well-
show they work.
well, right, you know, like 1 + 1 is 2, and if you know that every hour you're gonna add 1 to your total, then it's easy to determine that in 100 years, however many minutes, 100 years is going to take, you can add those ones, right?
Right.
So when they started to develop cars, when they started to develop different hairsprays and different electronics, and those started to emit different chemicals and different, things that they started to see, like, man, this is gonna, like, they could do the
Projective.
the projective science and be like, okay, well, this much square miles and eventually they feel like there's going to be a big enough hole in the ozone where the air is not going to be correct anymore.
Right.
And so that's what kind of, those are like catastrophic hypothesis predictions.
Like the
You
movie
know what I'm
Day After
saying?
Tomorrow,
Mm-hmm.
which
Right.
is one of my greatest fucking sci-fi films, bro. Because we live in that shit right now. Look at all these like severe weather events that are happening.
The tsunamis out of nowhere.
Bro, it was a blizzard that hit Dallas.
Fucking blizzard.
We was 17 below for 2 weeks in Dallas,
In
Texas.
Dallas.
Come on, bro.
We
I know
know-
y'all was mad as hell. Them cowboy boots get
Yes.
cold, don't they?
We
No, what you find out is no shoe is really equipped to handle ice.
Ice.
Oh yeah.
Boot, Jordan, loafers.
What about the
Skechers.
shoes that you have to wear when you're working in the kitchen?
Skechers?
Them non-slip joints,
The
Yeah.
athletic church shoes?
all that means is now you finna ski rather than bust your ass. Now
Yeah.
you finna fall with style.
You gonna do this for 6, 4.
Mama!
Hey, catch me. That's it.
Yeah.
You
I
walking
remember,
on banana peels.
I remember when Freeway said real men feet don't slip. I was such an impressionable young man. Every time I slipped, I was like, man, I'm not a real man.
Not yet.
I'm not a fucking real man. Because Freeway said,
Man, there was a
real
lot of
men feet
hyperbolic
don't
shit.
slip.
It was like a hyperbolic shit in rap music that fucked up what we thought men
Mm-hmm.
were.
The government fucking up how we're thinking. They've been transforming our minds.
Like, do you know how many niggas thought that you wasn't a man if you cried? Do you know how good it feel to cry by yourself as a grown ass man?
Oh my God, I watched Bodyguard 2 months ago, like as a grown man, and I understood like they had flowers.
When she got to the if I
that right there, I was like, cut
Y'all
the Earl.
niggas.
Fucking
I ain't gonna
fan
lie.
girl.
What's one movie that made y'all cry?
Oh,
7
now,
pounds.
now that I'm a
7
father,
pounds.
now that I'm a father, Pursuit of Happiness, when Cuz was in the bathroom with his feet pushed up against that door and dude kept trying to break in, and he was like, hey, son, we going camping, and niggas had to pretend they was in the forest and shit, bro, and they was in a subway bathroom, G.
Yeah.
Every real daddy cried on that one.
I just kept looking at him like, shut your rich ass up. This nigga rich as hell. This little boy rich as hell. They just rich as hell.
Hey, play
You know what I'm
bro.
saying? Yeah,
Playing,
playing,
bro.
bro. That
Oh,
bathroom
it's a
probably
game?
that bathroom probably smells amazing. Yeah.
Ain't no real piss on that
I
floor.
tell you what brought the tears out of me, boy.
What?
Best Man Holiday.
Oh, my nigga. If you ain't cry on that, you ain't got no
Man,
soul. First of
dog.
all, and then I hate black women sometimes because y'all
Uh-oh.
spoiled the movie. Oh,
You done started that sentence off
yeah.
crazy.
Oh,
Right,
fold
yeah,
your
that's
arms and dig.
really-
Oh, and let me say last week, brother,
She
that you was in
light-skinned.
here by yourself and a mirror turned on you, flip-flop like a house shoe,
Damn.
would not hold you down. Everybody
on that whole debate.
everybody saw where you
Dang.
was going with that. Men can't be hoes if it's a buyer's market.
He first 48.
That was the only part your argument was missing, and I was hoping I was wishing I could have been in here with you because they out estrogened you, and you acquiesced the argument as not to let the show go awry.
I thought we came to an understanding.
No, y'all, he just let y'all have that. That's what you do when there's more
Yeah,
women
I ain't
in the
gonna
room.
lie. I ain't gonna lie. I got hit up so much about that in the last couple of days. Like, what are you doing, man? You got to stand on that, man. Like,
Yeah.
you was hitting.
You was hitting all the right points.
Yeah.
but
You know
then
what
you
I'm saying?
quoted the pariah.
What I say?
Bishop Samuels. You led with Bishop Samuels, and anytime women they got a reactionary feeling about him right now.
Oh yeah,
but
Kevin Samuels.
But to the point that made Maye so indignant, I hate black women for the simple fact that y'all can't keep shit to y'allself. As soon as y'all saw the movie and saw that there was a tearjerker part off in there, they came back like, you gonna cry when you watch it. So the whole movie, you like, damn, this the part that's gonna make me cry. That's the part that's gonna make me. And it was like, it was like 5 tear-jerking moments in the whole movie. Like, nah, that wasn't cry worthy. But at the end,
When that nigga was
when that nigga knees
pushing,
buckled,
yeah, he was trying to push for that touchdown. And you saw how little Morris Chestnut legs is compared to some NFL players.
They got grown
He was
top
like,
legs.
nigga,
he is acting.
you was like, nigga, you're not finna score with them little ass legs. He was like, I'm like, nigga, come on, Lance. Man, that nigga scored and got to the hospital and she was gone.
Bro, I'm talking about,
man,
and then he was being
nigga,
all
hear
tough.
about
He was being all tough and Lance the whole movie, and then they got through with the funeral.
He broke down
And
that
he
grave.
hit him with the old school slave sniffle, and then Tay, out of all people, turned around.
I'm gonna miss that pussy too, bro.
It was like, my dog, I gotta catch him. And then he like almost caught him, but didn't catch him. But
Yeah,
he
because that
failed
nigga was
winning.
big as hell. Yeah.
Them niggas laid on the ground and cried like two hoes.
In the
Yeah.
grave.
Bro,
I couldn't lay down with the nigga who was fucking my wife at any moment.
he
at the
fucked your
funeral.
wife before that was your wife, though.
Yeah, but at the funeral, bro, stay over there for a second, okay?
The
I'm
only reason why Morris Chestnut feelings was hurt was from the beginning. He was like, "Hey, yo, dog, that's you." He was like, "Nah, bro, that's a good girl. She work here." He was like, "Hook me up, bro. You a dog. I'm not gonna hook you up with that good ass girl, bro. Hook me up." And then he dogged her out, and then she went to him for solace. So that was why the movie was called The Best Man.
Yeah, he really
Because it wasn't
dogged
that
her
you was
out.
the
I saw
best
that
man
mansion
in
he
the
dogged her
movie.
out
The
in.
best
Yeah,
man
it wasn't
for
that you was the best man in the movie. You were the best man for that woman. But you wasn't man enough to grab your balls and be her man because
That's
you
what
didn't
you got?
feel like you had
That
all
nigga,
the
that
stuff that
nigga
Lance
didn't want
had.
Mia. What the fuck?
He
are you
wanted
talking?
the hell out of Mia. He would have never fucked if he didn't want her.
Dog, she was cold. I mean, in the book, he made it seem like, man, she wanted her revenge and she knew what time it was, and she.
And I was just a friend for her.
I was a friend.
Why do you have to be the facilitating ass nigga? You wanted that woman. You just felt like
So then,
Dude-
what was he
dude-
doing with Nia Long then?
because that is the relationship that he know is doomed from the start. And dudes will take the path of least resistance. This is an ego thing that men have.
Least
We will not holler at the woman that we want out of fear of rejection. We'll instead take all of the lesser, weaker, sicker antelope that are running in the herd with her.
This is a mistake.
Cause y'all antelope.
You gotta go after the girl you want, or else you're gonna hit him up later and say you're the one that got away.
Right.
I got
got
So
many
what?
that
So what?
got
What
away.
happens is you hope that two things happen throughout the course of time.
you find
You
a
hope that
basement, yeah.
you get up on your shit enough to attract her, and she falls off enough so that y'all
make it
levels
work.
can even up. This is what
Hey,
Kevin
somebody
Sanders was talking
somebody
about.
said, shut your Kentucky Derby hat ass up.
Yeah, I'm over here
Who are
flying.
these people, man?
I bet your mama think I'm cute.
I lost the
But no,
comment.
think about
Oh,
it
said
though. Dudes love hitting up that girl in high school that got away on some "Hey you."
Can I explain it to you?
always
Can I
loved
explain
you.
it to you? This is what I think the problem is, and let me know if y'all agree. We push maturity on young girls, and we don't allow our young girls and our young boys to kind of blossom at the same time. And so what happens is these good little young men who like your daughter are looking at your daughter like she way too old and way too grown and way too, because we push a little bit more maturity on the girls, and sometimes girls in high school and they seem like they got all that shit together, and it's not till you get older and you start realizing like, man, these women don't know shit.
She
and
just looked the
and,
part.
and these women need a man for these things, and I need a woman for these things, and I understand like now I have a more of a sense of my value, and I think that girls are kind of preached a blanket across the board value for what a woman is. And little boys are not told that they're beautiful. They're not told that they handsome. They're not told that they,
Unless
you know what I'm saying,
you gotta
bright.
be undoubtedly good looking as a young boy.
Yeah,
to
but
get-
I'm
to
not
get
talking
those
right. But even,
compliments.
you know what I'm saying. But I'm talking about like
Self-esteem.
but you tell ugly little girls they're beautiful.
Yeah.
Right, that's what I'm saying. We don't tell ugly little boys if they're beautiful.
but
we
you
tell
need-
him learn how to fight, learn how to
Right,
work hard.
but the point I'm
dress
trying to
nice.
make is that like there's a lot of having to come out from under yourself as a young man.
Mm-hmm.
Society is all you getting big. So society want to fuck you up, but you still a youngin' in
You
the
don't even
mind.
get to find yourself until you're an adult.
Exactly, and so I think that it's just not the time to be trying to go after anybody that's not sympathetic to what it means to be you at that time. And as a young man, it's hard to get through that. And I don't think little girls are taught to really see that. Like little girls are taught everything except for how to look at little boys.
Okay, so to that point, there are a lot of women who they go through this. Right now, it's called the hoe phase or the bald head hoe shit. They go through this. I want to live my life on my own terms. under my own definitions,
wanna make
because
it
I want to
better,
get out of
bro.
I want to get out from under everybody else's rule, everybody else's plan for my life. I want to live life on my own volition. This has caused them a lot of times to get into a lot of fruitless relationships or a lot of base level relationships. It's not until they wise up and see, I want somebody for who makes me feel good on the inside, who treats me right. Well, now, all those other dudes that you were shitting on while you were on your bald head hoe shit are the ones who have amassed enough security, stability, and shit. But now his feelings hurt.
Yeah, I'm fucking with you.
We never addressed the fact that men get our feelings hurt in 7th grade by women that we will forever chase. That chick who told you was ugly in 7th grade, single me out. Which camera I'm on? That chick that hurt your feelings in middle school is the one you're still trying to impress. Same thing with girls. That dude who told you your booty was little in 9th grade is the one you killing yourself in the gym trying to impress. And until we address that within ourselves, until we're honest enough with ourselves to say, my self-esteem is based off somebody else's skewed view of me, we'll never get to a position where we're able to appreciate people for who they are and what they bring into our life. We'll always be, hey you, hey big-headed, motherfuckers circling back to people that we shitted on once before.
That's accurate. People know who they are because, hatred made you
Some
push.
dudes go to the gym right now because a chick called him weak in 9th grade.
She did him a favor.
She didn't
What
do
are you
him a
doing?
favor.
Now
Oh.
he's at the gym.
So the girl with
So
the
it worked,
BBL,
right.
People.
so the girl with the
Yeah.
BBL, did the dude do her a favor when he told her she would build like
No.
olive oil?
No.
So why is it a
I'm
favor
not-
when
I'm
a
not
woman
for
kills a
surgery.
man's self-esteem?
I'm not for surgery. Because he went to the gym and he made himself better.
But the
Now,
woman-
But now he got to eat creatine. He done gave himself testicular atrophy.
You don't have to eat
His dick and
creatine.
balls is small now and shit.
you don't have to
He
do all
bald
that.
at the top now.
in the middle.
He overly aggressive.
mean road rage.
Yeah. He throw his weight around.
He
He
doesn't
walks
have to
around.
do
And
all
most
that.
dudes that become a gym rat turn into bouncers and security guards and shit that are
That's
dickheads.
not true.
That is absolutely true.
That's
Just like
not
most
true.
police officers were punks in high school
I
that
don't know
got
about
picked
police
on.
officers.
And he was like, as soon
No
as I get big
girlfriend.
enough, I'm going to get a gun, I'm going to get a badge, I'm going to get some muscles, and ain't nobody going to pick on me ever again. Ain't nobody going to make me feel
you
small.
6'3". Anybody pick on your tall ass, man.
Yeah,
You
but
just-
the
you
nigga
just
wasn't
was a
always
bitch.
6'3". Hell, I can tell you that from
need a
example.
little
I
something
graduated high
behind
school, I
that.
was 5'6".
For real?
Hell yeah. God got a sense of humor. Sometimes he don't give you all the shit you need for adulthood until all the people that you like don't like you.
Don't like you. Now you like, I got it now, Lord. What are
Well, all I'm saying, now everyone who goes to the
She
gym.
did him a favor by telling him
She did
that
him
the
a
body he had
favor.
wasn't good enough.
Hey, man. Okay.
Women,
maybe he
women
needs
body
to
shame.
work out.
Women body shame dudes all the time, and we just got to take that as that's her standard. Meanwhile, a man cannot tell a woman his standard because all of a sudden we're shaming all women.
And now you're rude.
But I don't know about that.
Oh,
All
now
I
you don't know nothing about that.
Oh,
See,
look,
first of
I go to the gym
hold on,
for
wait.
myself. I
Stop
go to the gym
attacking
for
Maya.
myself.
First
I'ma
of
attack the
all,
shit
with
out
that,
of Maya.
when you got that goddamn peacoat hat on, leave her alone.
I'ma
With that
attack
goddamn
the
peacoat
shit out
skin.
of
You know how
Maya.
many peacoats I killed for this goddamn hat? First of all, second of all,
Because the way she folded her arms earlier when I couldn't get my point out about
Ladies
the
and
movie.
gentlemen, Anthony Hamilton playing Django.
Anthony Django.
Anthony Hamilton is Django
Django
on
Hamilton.
Broadway. Yeah, anyway,
And the point of it all is we's free.
no, but I do feel what you're saying, but I do feel also too like a lot of the residual men get their feelings hurt thing is the being cold to women and being unresponsive to communicate and all of that kind of stuff. The stuff that women say they hate, right? Because you got a woman, but you have not healed what is really wrong with you.
True.
And so that means that the woman that you got is not even the woman that you really need because she met a person that wasn't really healed. You met a broken person. And, she could be taking advantage of you, and you don't even realize that taking
Y'all
advantage
both
of
taking advantage of each other.
Right.
That's a lesser woman who's with a lesser version of the man you are. Y'all both doing each other a disservice.
Yeah, and so that's there's also that they call it trauma bonds and shit like that. But I want to get right back to this UFO thing because we got to wrap it up. I got to get to my daughter's violin recital. So
Well, she playing violin.
she played the violin, man. Had a recital today.
Stradivarius.
What's funny is tell y'all a story real quick. She had a recital today at school for the student body, and then she has one tonight for the parents. So right, so me and my wife are gonna go, but my youngest daughter went to her recital at school today, And you know, kids have no mercy. She's like,
Man.
y'all ain't missing shit. She was whack as fuck. Like, it was. I'm
Damn.
like, don't do that to my baby. I don't
She
give a fuck.
missed 3 kills.
Oh,
we
man.
went over this shit all night.
She was like proud of it. She didn't even play. I saw her. She was just like,
damn.
I was like, why you
Sister
snitch
gave
on
it
my
to her
baby?
raw.
I don't give a fuck if my baby get up there and lip sync. I'm finna go crazy. And I gotta get her some flowers.
Low key, you kind of appreciate that because she put your expectations
Oh yeah,
right
yeah,
where they
yeah.
need to be.
But man, my youngest baby, man, she
Damn,
is
was
an
cold,
all
my
the way
sister, for
comedian,
that.
man.
First of all, as a black man, and I know you are, you know what I'm saying, degreed, learned, you know what I'm saying, computer science degree and everything like
Digital
that.
media
from
arts, but yeah,
the
you know.
Michigan State. Yeah, that boy, he's smart.
I also have a computer science degree.
That's dope. Mine's not
Cool.
computer science, so it's just digital media arts.
I'm gonna step up, but I hear what you're saying.
So
though.
as a father, married, 2 daughters,
Mm-hmm.
conscious,
Right?
how do you feel about them having your black baby up there fiddling in front of all them white folks?
You ain't.
She's like, it's all good unless she stomp her foot. If she pat her fucking foot
No,
while she
man.
doing it,
I
I'm picking
think-
my
I
baby
think-
up and we leaving.
I think that, man. You know what's crazy?
Daddy.
When I was her age, I was playing the cello, right?
Okay.
And so, you know, it's like I used to hate lugging that big motherfucker home.
I was taller than you.
That motherfucker was taller
To
than
this
me.
day.
Whoa. Yeah. A bass is probably, but nah. Cello's about like 4 feet. You know what I'm saying? I was like,
Nigga, no, it isn't.
4 feet.
a cello?
Good 5.5 feet tall.
Nigga, no.
Yes.
No.
Maya.
In high school, look up the facts.
No. Look up how long a cello is.
Is the cello as tall as me? I thought that's what
No,
you were
no, no, no,
saying.
no.
She had
I would not objectify you by having you just stand up to prove a point.
But, no. I played the cello. I didn't like it, but as I got older, that shit was lit. I still remember how to play it.
You
I
go. You
played it
hard
for a
in it?
couple years. I mean, I did a couple parent pageants. You know what I'm saying? Had a couple solos. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm a bad motherfucker. I was doing child
That
plays
nigga
and
ain't
shit.
gonna lie to him, bad motherfucker.
Bad motherfucker, man.
It's me, baby.
What's that? Oh, 4.5. No, those are
Depends
all
on how
violins.
old you were.
I was 11, so I started at 11.
See,
Oh,
then I say
4.
5.5 feet.
Where you see that at?
Cello.
3, 4, 4.5 to 5 feet.
4.5.
A
It's
4 out of 4. A full size cello.
No. It's I was playing the 1-2 though. I was 11. Oh no. Yeah, 7 to 11.
7 to 11, so you're playing the 1-2.
Yeah, I was playing the
4
1-2.
to 4.5
4
feet.
and 4.5 feet. Yeah, mine was like 4.5 because
Oh, okay.
yeah. 5 feet in the bug is a 4/4. God damn.
I'm finna say, because the only reason why I know this is because I was just at the music store and I
you
picked
saw
a
a
cello
big-ass
up.
cello
and I
up,
was
yeah.
like, damn, this a bass? He was like, that's a cello. Put it down. I was like, oh, my bad.
Nigga, yeah, I played the 1-2. God damn, it's some big ass cellos. Think about me being the size of that 1-2, walking around with a big ass 1-2 on my back. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So my daughter played. Man, I'm happy that she does that. You know what I'm saying? Like my youngest daughter is just an overachiever. She's killing it. She does science. She swims. She does dance. She's in dance.
We need more black kids playing classical
Yeah,
instruments.
Yeah.
I like to push the envelope on the kid. My son, he's an overachiever, and he just hit a game buzzer. Beta. Shout out to my son.
Hey!
You know
Shout out to Celebrity Son,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
What's his nickname? B-list Celebrity? That'd be sweet as hell. He was like Lil Celebrity, you know what I'm saying?
Entourage.
Celebrity, B-list, you know what I'm saying?
nah.
Celebrity, this my son co-star, and you know what I'm saying?
He's extra.
You know what? I'm
My
y'all
daughter
up.
feature.
I like the fact that my daughter is a normal ass kid. I was raised to be an overachiever and shit. So like, when I be talking to my daughter about school and shit, she really don't give. Like, she's in the anime. She's like,
got her
she's in the marching
interest.
band. Like, she has her interest, but like, she like going to school for the social element.
But shout out to our kids though. Like you look at like our kids, like even like kids that are like the kids of famous kids, like Bronny and kids like that. This generation where they don't have to get us out the hood.
They have no interest
It's not
in
their
walking in our
responsibility,
footsteps. Like,
right? And so you watching your DNA be what it's gonna be. I was pressured, like my mom,
daughter
like
gets
gotta go to
be
college
what
and
the
be
fuck
this.
I want
Yeah.
to be, which is
Yeah.
whatever the fuck she wants to be,
Listen,
bro.
I cannot hoop at all. I'm a singer.
Yeah, I can't hoop either.
My
Hey,
son.
Chef Curry with
I hit a 3 in the celebrity game.
Yeah.
In the Netflix is a joke celebrity game.
Okay.
Nigga
Yeah.
hit a 3 on that bitch.
Okay.
I had my chain on.
Poster.
I look like Norm Nixon out that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Chain.
good necklace,
Nigga,
jangling.
I shot the ball is tipped. Wha-cha. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, y'all, this has been another episode of CP Podcast. Man, I really want to thank Blaq Ron and Celebrity, man, for coming through.
Walked in
You know
the
what I'm
building.
saying? I want to thank Maye,
Yeah.
who had to endure fucking
Ron's criticism.
Kung Lao, Kung Leo, Kung
Kung
Leon.
Lao, nigga.
Kung Leon, nigga, Kung
Hell
Leon
no.
over here. But
I
you
just had to
goddamn-
make sure Maya put me on the wedding invitation list because, like, now I'm on the forefront of her mind because she gonna go home arguing. That motherfucker Blaq Ron said then when she making out the list months from now, when she get the bees,
She gonna send you an
Blaq
invitation and say,
Ron.
leave them big ass necklaces at home. I don't need anything clinking when I'm having my moment. I don't need anything clinking. Leave your big ass piece of earth that you wear at home. No, but
I'm gonna get Maya some Air Force One ice skates. Goddamn me, they gonna look like J's. They're gonna have her face
bro,
painted on them.
Maya does so much shit like dance,
Paint,
yeah,
skate,
paint,
feed the
skate.
homeless.
Yeah, well, you know,
Well,
yeah.
I say stop
Well,
doing that, but
Well, Tony's not
I like my
homeless,
shirt.
but so I know.
He stay with her now. So now
Nah,
she
shout out my boy
moving
Tony.
in the homeless.
Anyway, Maya, Amir, y'all know what it is, man.
Apollonia.
All the C peeps out there, man.
Yo.
All the caffeine peeps, you know what I'm
I
saying?
know Kim Younger watching this. Shout out to Kim Younger. Shout out to all y'all fans, bro. Yours, the C Peeps, the Moore Mob, the Kev on Stage crew.
People like
that have-
Hippie, who just across the board.
who
She got
fuck
all the
with
Infinity
me
Stones, yeah.
Since fucking with y'all,
Bruh, yeah, bro.
Like,
Look,
I
our
appreciate
fans,
y'all,
our
man.
fans will take care of you, man. Like not even, you know, like they just make sure that you know, hey, your audio bad. If it's even nothing like, hey, get that negative comment out of here. We don't,
got
you know
a
what I'm saying,
booger
like,
in your
bro,
nose. Like, hey,
yeah,
look
get
out.
the booger, yeah, especially
Hey,
you.
man.
Big as my nose is, tell me if I got
Hey,
the booger.
man, we out, man. Peace out, y'all.